I see you guys brought your hats again, huh? And you thought you wouldn't tell me? Well, guess what? I am just 2 steps ahead of both of you. That's a step for each. That's right. I brought my own hat this time. Yeah. And you know what? Just because you've been acting up, I think it's time that I bring in a new friend. Everybody, I would like you to meet Murr the Mouse. Okay? Yeah. I think he was named after that frankincense and myrrh and gold or whatever. Yeah, be careful because he will murder you. Okay, he's a very festive little chuck too. There you go, Oliver. Now you can sit next to your new best friend. And that's what you guys get when you go behind my back and start wearing festive hats without telling me.
TAC TV presents Go to Bed with Jonny. And here he is, that beautiful piece of man. That is Jonny Thomas Appleseed.
Yes! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Go to Bed with Jonny. Yeah, I'm a smooth Christmas criminal over here. Yeah, you know. I'll just wear it like this as I tell the news so I look a little mysterious. Okay, no, I'm gonna wear it up here, okay? I look like a Christmas Pharrell Williams, you know? Yeah, anywho. We've got lots of news for you guys today, okay? So we can't dilly-dally much longer. So let's jump right into our first segment of today's show, which is, of course, Broken News. First up in Broken News, we've got Taylor Swift. Yes, that's right, Swifties. You better get excited. Oh, Taylor has been just all over the internet. The Swifties have been Swiftying. Taylor Swift made an announcement, though, that her Eras Tour movie will be available to purchase on streaming here on December 13th. Fans will have access to one of the biggest concerts of all time right in their very own homes. They could sit there and get a front row seat without paying thousands of dollars. But you do have to pay for it still. And I respect that from Taylor. Make that money. People are also talking about Taylor because they're wondering when Reputation, Taylor's version, is going to drop. And there was a playlist shared on Taylor Nation's social media that was called Snow Globe. Okay? It caused the Swifties to start doing their detective work. Okay? So people are speculating that there may be an announcement for Reputation, Taylor's version, in January. But we're also waiting for Taylor's unreleased album, you know, Karma. When's that coming? Okay? Because I love some karma. Okay? I want it now. I always want the karma. I want everybody to get exactly what they deserve. Like the universe, you know, doing its thing. Okay? What goes around comes around. So you watch out. And Karma is her boyfriend. Okay? And Karma is the guy on the Chiefs that's coming straight home to her. So you better watch out. Also in the news, we've got some royalty, okay? There was a book that dropped from Omid Scobie? I'm so sorry. I never was good with names. Never said I was. If you've been watching for a long time, you know that. But apparently, this book dropped, and it dropped some bombshells, okay? Bombshells such as Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle never getting along. Omid, who has covered the royal family for more than a decade, writes that a source said Kate can be cold if she doesn't like someone, and she was not a fan of Meghan. She spent more time talking about Meghan than talking to her. Oh my gosh. It also came out that Taylor Swift was one of the many artists who declined to perform at King Charles' coronation. Yeah, I'm not surprised. She didn't want to brush shoulders with the royalty out there, okay? Because she's already a queen. She doesn't need to hang out with the royalty. Seems a little toxic over there, so I don't blame her. I don't blame her one bit. I don't. Also in the news, we've got Family Feud, but not today's version with Steve Harvey. We've got former host Richard Dawson. Apparently there was a lot of herpes testing on set during that time. In the book Outrageous, A History of Showbiz and Culture Wars, the writer reveals that the game show had to order herpes tests for the contestants due to the fact that the host liked to kiss them on the lips. I mean, shoot. No one wants the herp. Maybe just don't kiss them then. Don't do it, Richard. Just don't kiss people that you don't know. Save it for your lovers. Strange thing. I'm glad we've gotten past the whole like kissing on the lips thing during these game shows. I feel like it was a thing back in the day. You don't see Steve Harvey going out there and just smooching people. No. Also in the news, we've got Blue Ivy Carter, also known as Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter. Okay, Blue Ivy was on this Renaissance tour with her mother. She was dancing up there, and apparently it has been revealed now in Beyonce's newest documentary, Renaissance. She shared that at first she was skeptical to let Blue perform. They eventually negotiated a one-off appearance. Beyonce revealed that she was horrified when her daughter read social media comments criticizing her, as well as still getting the hang of her choreography. But apparently that only fueled Blue. Instead of quitting, she worked on that choreography and she got so much better. If you watch like a compilation of her throughout the shows, she is killing it out there. She is dancing with her mother and her mother's dancers, and she did great. Okay, so good for you, Blue. Don't let the haters get to you. You work hard and it pays off. Okay, that is what we can learn from that. Well, guys, that's all I got for you in broken news, but let's move on to our next segment, which is, of course, Hyper Headlines. First up in Hyper Headlines, we have some true crime. Just hours after being pronounced husband and wife, this groom had left his reception and returned with a gun and fatally shot his bride, her mother, her younger sister, and another guest before killing himself. Another guest was injured by the gunfire. This is supposed to be the happiest day of your guys' lives, and this is what occurred. I mean, just horrific. And scary and sad. So sad. I am so sorry to the family. I hope nothing like this ever happens again, because that is just horrible. But in the world we're living in today, who knows? Who knows? There's already enough horrible things every single day. Like, why are you trying to make it worse out here? Also in the news, there is a holiday for cookies, okay? And I thought Christmas was my favorite holiday, but National Cookie Day sounds pretty sweet. Did you guys get that? That was a cookie pun. It's gonna get way sweeter this year because Subway announced that in 2024 they are going to be having foot-long cookies. That's right. You can go up in Subway and be like, I'd like a foot-long, and when they're like, oh, okay, what do you want on it? Like ham, roast beef, what do you... No, a cookie. 12 inches of cook. And apparently they're giving them away for free on Monday for National Cookie Day. That's great. I love it. I love that idea. Way to go, Subway. You're really stepping it up. They were like bought out by another company, right? And now we get footlong cookies? Okay. Here we go. We're getting somewhere now, okay? We're getting competitive out there with the Jersey Mikes and the Jimmy Johns, okay? Also in the news, we have a man named Colin. Colin was on vacation and he noticed that his toe was turning purple and blue, and he was a little concerned, which, yeah, if my toe was purple or blue, I would be concerned, because that is not the color of my toe. But apparently, it started to swell up, and he knew something was wrong. He first noticed his toe changed color while he was on a cruise in France, celebrating his 35th wedding anniversary. After visiting the ship's doctor, he was informed that he had been bitten by a Peruvian wolf spider, which had laid eggs in his toe. That is not right. Cut it off. Chop off the toe. Chop it off. I won't do it. I'll never look at my toe the same. Get it out of here. I don't want it. I don't want it. Get me a prosthetic toe. I'll be off balance for a little while, but I'll figure it out. I'm not messing with those Peruvian wolf spiders up in here, okay? Could you imagine if they just started crawling out of his... I do not like it. I do not like it at all. Gosh, I got the hairs. The hairs on the back of my neck. They are up straight, standing erect. No, but apparently they believe the spider was making its way out and eating its way out of Colin's toe. Nope. Do not like. I do not like it. Cancelled. Okay. That's all the news I got for you in Hyper Headlines. Okay, sorry to end it on that creepy crawly note. Ugh. Well, guys, it's time for our next segment, which we like to call Running for Office with Jonny. Here comes the Jonny, he is our president. He's gonna change the nation and fix the debt. No, he's not, because he doesn't have that power yet. Change the lyrics up a little bit every time, make it a fresh performance for you guys. This is the segment where we get to talk a little bit about politics and all of those crazy people that are running our country. Woo! Yeah, you're doing a horrible job! Congratulations! Yes! You're canceled! First up, we're going to talk about the GOP representative, George Santos again. George and his OnlyFans and Botox and Hermes bags. What are you doing over there, George? You liar. I never trusted a liar. My mother always said, you can never trust a liar. And I said, you're right, Trudy. I can't trust a liar. And George Santos has been a proven liar. Okay? A dirty lying, no good son of a gun. That's what George is. George Santos has addressed reporters as the House readies itself to hold a vote this week on a third resolution to expel the embattled New York congressman. If 2/3 of the lawmakers agree to impose the harshest form of punishment on their colleague, he would be just the 6th member in U.S. history to be ousted. Oh my gosh. George. That'll teach you to steal those funds from your campaign. But hey, George, maybe you can make some money on OnlyFans, okay? Probably not, because who the heck is gonna pay for that, George? No one. You disgusting, lying, dirty politician, you. Also, in the political sphere, we've got none other than former President Jimmy Carter. Yes, we did report that Jimmy Carter's wife, Rosalind Carter, had passed away, sadly. And Jimmy Carter made his first appearances outside of his home this week to mourn his late wife of 77 years. Apparently, the intimate funeral service in Plains, Georgia, marked the last commemorative events of the week before Rosalind will be put to rest at the Carter's longtime family residence. Jimmy wore a red lei, an apparent nod to the cherished time he and Rosalind spent in Hawaii when Jimmy was in the Navy. Our hearts go out to Jimmy Carter and the entire Carter family. There were a lot of the first ladies there, such as Mrs. Bush. You had Mrs. Obama, you had Dr. Jill Biden, and Joe was there. You also had Hillary and Bill Clinton there. Even Melania Trump was there at Rosalind's funeral. So a lot of people showed up to pay their respects to the late Rosalind Carter. Well, guys, that is all of the news I got for you today, but I can't let you go anywhere until we have some pillow talk. So let's get into it. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is your first one, Mer. I'm sure you're so excited. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Here we are. Yet again. Yeah, you guys thought you could pull a fast one on me, huh? Wearing your holiday hats. Not today. Not today. Anywho. Well, guys, we had a lot of news today. Okay? Do you have a holiday hat? Were you wearing it? You should have wore your holiday hats today. Sorry, I didn't let you know. Wear your holiday hats next week, okay? I might have a different one on. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine a spider laying eggs in your toe? Ugh. Oh my gosh, it gave me the heebie-jeebies all over my body, especially in my kneecaps. Why my kneecaps? I don't know. Makes me weak in the knees. Anywho, Trevor, I realize you don't have a hat, so here you go. Oh no, Trevor. Trevor, it just covers your whole body. You're just such a small squirrel. Here, Trevor. No. Trevor. I would give you this hat, but it just doesn't work for you. You know, I've been thinking about wearing hats more often, so this is good for me. I look like if Santa Claus was a pimp. I'm like Pimp Claus. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. I got a brand new segment on Friday. I'm really excited for it. Do you like a conspiracy theory, Lucifer? I'm sure you do. I've got a few conspiracies against you. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments down below, and tune in on Friday for a brand new episode with a whole bunch of brand new news. All right. Well, I love you all. Good night, everybody. Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, jeez. Well, good night, animals. Good night. Mer, are you cozy? You don't speak English, do you? Okay. Good night. Sorry, they were playing Who Let the Dogs Out in my head, and I thought someone let Oliver out. He's still here. Okay. Go to bed with Jonny.
Dak Buster.
Malibu Nights. Will you talk dirty to me?
Different unique takes on movies and TV shows.
A word, because every episode is a drinking game built in.
Always. Is this the it puts the lotion on?
Also in the news, we've got it's not a beauty bear. That is someone's burger. The Red Bull enhances the drunkenness.
Huh?